Hi, I'm Reidus. That's a 1977 GMC Suburban, and today I thought I'd do a little walk around of the car that took us all the way from Calgary to Toronto when I moved in episode 3. So, let's go take a look at this beast. Well, there she is. It's a 1977 GMC Suburban, half-ton, 350 engine with a 4-speed Muncie, I think it's Saginaw or something, SM465 4-speed transmission with the low first gear. It's actually in pretty decent shape. On the outside it doesn't look too great because you get stuff like under here, hopefully you can see. It's a little bit rusty under there, but it's really not that big a deal. I mean, it's not through to the inner rocker. It's only on the outside. Could be easily fixed. On the inside, the interior is super nice. Like these seats that we logged, 2,200 miles or however many, 3,200 kilometers or something in. They are super nice. They're vinyl, they're really comfortable. The rear seats fold down, which we did because I have my entire life in the back of this car. Pretty cool. Speakers aren't too bad. They sounded all right for the, 35 watt-hour trip it was. These fold up. Have a nice bench seat. These are really, really in good shape, these back seats. They have no tears in them at all. Yeah, they're good stuff. So, if we go around the front, we want to see the engine. There we go. There we go. There's your 350. It's got this Edelbrock stuff on it, which I think looks kind of goofy. And if I was keeping this truck long term, I would probably change that back to make it look like 1977 spec or maybe earlier. It's got an Edelbrock carburetor on it though, so the Edelbrock stuff actually makes sense. The carburetor, I have no idea what it is, but it's pretty good. All the smog equipment's been removed off of this thing because originally it would have had all sorts of, smog pumps and crap because it's a Malaise 1977 truck, but that's all gone. The engine bay is actually really good. There's not really any rust in here to speak of. You can see the original color in here is this orange color. Pretty crazy, actually. This car, somebody ordered this truck special, I think, because who factory orders a giant orange 1977 GMC Suburban? Like, this is ridiculous. And that is the original color. It's not the original paint, I don't believe, because there's stuff like this on it. You can kind of see the original paint coming through, but it is the same color. It's a pretty wild color. I don't know anybody who would order a orange truck. The body is pretty good. It does have this funny logo on the side that we weren't really sure if we were going to keep or not. But it's kind of funny. And one thing you can't see in the video is right here where it says beer, sparks, and more beer. And really, we didn't think of that. Reidus and Cletus didn't think of that, but it kind of fits with our whole sort of theme, I guess, so that's kind of funny. Coming around the back, this is the original initials of the original owners, H and V, for Henry and Vivian, I think. I think I'm only the 4th owner of this truck, which doesn't sound too impressive, but the guy I bought it from didn't drive it that much. All he did was lower it by cutting the springs and removing a load leaf in the back, which is why we had to put in brand new springs in the back from stand-ins in Calgary. They're nice springs, everything worked perfectly. And in the front, we also got new springs from stand-ins. Everything worked perfectly there too. I also bought these mirrors, because when I got it, it only had one mirror on it. It only had this funny little mirror in the corner here, which when you rent a U-Haul trailer, you gotta have big mirrors, so that was just not gonna be acceptable. Let's fire it up. I fired this up for Reidus and Cletus once before in a standalone video, and that was for our cold start video. And you can tell that this thing just starts up no problem in -20. There's your 4-speed. So you got, here you got low. And I think this truck has a super high rear gears. Like they've got to be in the 4s or something, because this thing seems to be a little bit loud on the highway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes into gears real nice. Clutch is a little squeaky. So that's kind of funny. Stereo's alright. The guy that put in the stereo didn't do a super great job, so this is a little bit hacked, so it could use a little bit of fixing there, but it sounds alright. It's literally just like a house speaker setup, I think. So it sounds alright for what it is. I love having the big old fuel gauge like right in the middle. Like you're gonna run out of gas all the time. This thing does drink gas a bit. It gets about 10 miles to the gallon, as you saw. Here's our gas gauge, which we, or our economy gauge, which we made fun of a lot. It's pretty funny, I would say. Poor basically the whole trip. Yeah. It's also got provisions for a trailer hitch, which was really good when I bought it. I kind of didn't expect that when I bought it, but I'm really glad I had it. I didn't have to install anything like that. Other than that, truck's in really good shape. I kind of think it's funny how it's got these cool little saddlebag door cards, or these little saddlebags too. Makes me feel like a cowboy, because I kind of am. Clayton and I are both kind of the carbureted cowboys around these parts. Headliner's in good shape too. In the back is in all right shape. It's got a couple little holes in the bed that could be fixed quite easily. Back there, just put a little bit of carpeting back there, and it's decent. This thing is huge. I mean, it's kind of amazing to think about how big this truck is. I mean, for scale, if any of you know what that is, you know, a Pontiac Grand Am, just look how big this thing is. I think it's it's 229 inches long or something like that. It's ridiculous. And that's me. I'm Reidus. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It's a pretty cool truck. It's a really reliable truck. Took us all the way from Calgary to Toronto with no issues. If you like our show, like, comment, and subscribe. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you so much. Tune in next week for another Reidus and Cletus Weekly.